Look at me. What about me would make you think that I care about your opinion of me?
And welcome back to the world's most dangerous podcast, Not So Common NSC.
NSC.
Thias here. What's going on, Q?
It's your boy Q, man. We back in the building talking about Danny.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about today. Danny Masterson.
That's
now,
show.
From Not So 70. Have you watched that show, Not So 70 show?
Of course, bro.
I liked it. I didn't follow like that, but I liked when
I loved it, bro. I loved it. Him and Fez was hilarious.
Yeah. Man, so my boy, well, not my boy, but Danny Masterson gets 30 years in prison.
That's a pause moment right there. Pause. Not my boy.
Convicted of 2 counts of rape, 30 years. Minimal.
30 years.
It's either 55, 30 years you can get out.
Oh, Danny.
Did you Danny. Man, what do you think about what do you think about that whole episode right now?
I mean,
no pun intended.
Yo, Danny Masterson. You're going to prison, bro. 30 years. That's what I think. I think you're going to prison for 30 years, G. Like, protect your asshole, don't drop the soap. Or maybe you don't want to protect your asshole. You know what I mean? I think really and truly, while he's in prison, he's really gonna like think about his decision to like sign up for Scientology. And I'm not saying Scientology is like his problem, because maybe the problem is inside his brain, but Scientology was his excuse for following through with the crazy ass ideas he has in his mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely know. I mean, religion plays a part in a lot of crazy decisions that goes on today. So it can easily manipulate the person's mind, but you know, you can't break the law over religion.
Right. So I mean,
I'm with.
Go ahead.
Now you go ahead.
Now I'm just saying, man. I mean, it's not the first time we hear about this type of thing in Scientology religion. You know what I mean? I think some people get into Scientology for that benefit of they're saying it's okay to have multiple women. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think even if that was your purpose of going into it, like, you know how like on documentaries they have the underage girls they bring to them, all that kind of stuff. Like, I would still think, I still think you would be like, no, hell no. You gonna kick me out if I don't like get with this 12-year-old girl? I guess I'm out this bitch. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you would think.
In my head?
Yeah. No, I got it. You're right. You would think that no matter what a person's logic, we all born knowing right from wrong. You know, in a way, we know right from wrong.
Right.
There should be no religion.
But as we get older, we learn how to make excuses for the wrong.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That's like the journey through life. It sucks, but part of it is learning how to make excuses for yourself.
You know, yeah,
it's not the only aspect, but it's definitely an aspect of growing up. And hopefully you also learn that you are held accountable for your own decisions. You know what I mean?
Right.
Hopefully that side, that part of growing up takes precedent.
It's like Danny Masterson, like he women who accused him. He convicted on 2, but it was up to 5. So you know there's 5
to trial.
Huh?
But 3 took it to trial.
Right. And two got their cases.
30 years.
Yeah, 30.
2 got him 30 years.
And 2002 from 2000. These women were supposedly raped from 2001 to 2000. What, 3 or 4?
During the supposedly after he's been convicted. Can you say supposedly he's been convicted? He's been convicted. So can you say supposedly? You said supposedly.
Supposedly, yeah, because it was in 2003. This is based on their.
But how can you say supposedly if he was found guilty today, or yesterday, or whatever time, or whatever day this took place? How can you say supposedly?
I wasn't there. I'm just going by what's the story.
But do you believe in a judicial system?
Yeah, ain't got nothing to do with that.
Well, they said based off evidence.
I can't say 100% believe in a judicial system.
Yeah, I'm
But
gonna go
yeah,
with
so
that
their
shit.
case took place in 2001 to 2004, and then he got convicted later. Ooh,
Yeah, it
what?
took that long, but think about the money behind him. You know what I mean? Like that's not a regular person. If this is a regular person, he's in jail within the first year for sure. If he got bond money, he can get out to fight from the outside. You know what I mean? But he got a religion behind him. He got money behind him. He got famous people behind him. We'll get to
who
those
wrote
letters
letters?
later. Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
get to
wrote
those
letters.
letters later. Hell yeah. So I mean, 20 years to get justice. Like, imagine what the girls was going through for 20 years.
Yeah, you gotta live happen, and nothing was done about it. You
That was a life sentence. Them girls got a life sentence as soon as it happened.
know? Oh,
You
of
gotta live with
course.
that forever. You know what I mean? So he got
Yeah,
30 years in prison, but they got that situation
they got to
for a
deal with that.
lifetime. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
man.
What do you think, friends?
Man, I think that Ashton Kutcher and Mila was tripping, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I'm
You
not
think?
you know, I think I know it's hard to tell your partner, your homie, like, yo, I'm gonna stay out of this, but you definitely should have told your partner, I'm gonna stay out of this. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, I'm
Yeah,
not
I could
saying
see.
you did it, but I'm staying out of this.
I guess as a public figure, you want to say that, but a lot of us want to always pretend he wasn't doing that in front of them. So in their minds, that's not him. You know, but you don't know what people do behind closed doors. You know, when they're not around
I mean,
you.
you always want to believe in the ones that you love. You know what I mean? But
Of
if
course.
they was at this trial and it was going down like it was going down, and you start seeing the evidence, you know what I mean? You're like,
Mm-hmm.
damn, I don't want my homie to go to jail for murder. But you in court watching it, and you might start thinking like, yo, my homie, he ain't do that shit. He ain't do that shit. He ain't do that shit. But the more evidence in court come out, be like, yo, he ain't do that shit. Then there's more evidence like he ain't do that shit. Then there's more evidence like, damn, he might have done that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, then there's
Yeah.
more evidence and more evidence. You see a picture of nigga pulling the trigger. It's like, yo, okay, he did that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
bro.
You gotta let it go, because like you said,
Right.
I'd ride with my boy until you show me video proof of him doing whatever. He ain't doing it.
Straight up. I mean, if that's really your homie don't really want you to fuck up what you got going on either. Like, and here's the thing, like when you in front of that judge, that is a selfish moment for you. You know what I mean? For your family, for everybody that you know. You want everybody to be on your side. So at that moment, you are being probably the most selfish you're ever going to be in your life, because you're fighting for your freedom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in that selfish moment, at some point in time, you have to understand that there's not much that's going to help you. So asking these people to write a letter for you that you know is not helping anything is just putting their foot in the fire, and they're probably going to lose. I hope they lose. You know what I mean? Some type of endorsements or something that was making them bread. Lose that shit. Should have
Yeah,
just shut the fuck up. I'm sorry, y'all supposed to shut the fuck up. Ashton, Mila, y'all went through a TV show together. Should have had him at your house that
they
night.
got a lot. They said they got about 50 letters from different people. None of them mattered.
All right.
30
Yeah.
30 years, he'll get to read them.
Them two should
And
not have. Them
he's
two should not
47
have
now.
been.
47, he'll get out when he's 77.
Word.
If you let him out.
It's no guarantee you're gonna stay in for the whole 30. You know what I'm talking about?
And that's another thing too. They letting people out on good behavior and shit.
But the conviction itself kind of shows that Scientology isn't untouchable. You know what I mean?
No.
Like there's chinks in the
No.
armor when it comes to Scientology, and like you can't just do whatever the fuck you feel. You know what I'm talking about?
But yeah, and that it happened in 2001 to 2003, but they 2017. I wonder, is that why it took so long because the scientists trying to
I,
stop it, or
I
because
would
that's a
I would
long
definitely.
time.
I mean, you have to think if it happened 2001. First off, how long did it take him to get the courage to step up? Because when you come up against him, it's not just him, it's him, the religion. You know what I mean? There's a whole church of people that's going to be against you once you step into the light. You know what I mean? So that's the
Yeah,
first question: how long it take for them to step into the light? And of course, the church was definitely fighting them. You know, they was fighting them. Like we've seen documentaries of how they say it again.
and I said especially if they were setting all this stuff up.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? Like they have a hand in it.
Yeah,
They have a hand in it, bro. So
when these girls be coming back from like 20, 30 years and trying to go after these, I always wonder like why didn't you go to police that day night when it happened? And I always wonder like
yeah,
what takes place in these times, but it's something to just wonder
yeah.
about.
You would
Like,
have you would have to you would
what's
have
going
to
on?
go through that to understand the mental space that person's in.
Of course,
You know what I
everybody ain't built
mean?
the same.
Exactly. Not everybody gonna run, especially when this man's supposedly your husband. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? Like you dealing with him like on an everyday basis, big dog. You know what I mean? It's not like a random like a party happened. You know what I mean? And this dude did some dumb shit. Like you should immediately go to the police. All
Yeah, I
that
think they
frat shit
should.
they be talking about and everything. But
Yeah, I
this is
think so
like
many stories of why they come out years later and what happened if they didn't come out.
what they have. We've seen that we've seen this in documentaries. Like
What do we
the other
say?
documentary that's about the science, the Church of what do you call it? When they had all the, I believe it's Scientology with little girl Leah,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Scientology documentary. That documentary came out about how like the girls were underage and all this kind of stuff, and they were just taken from their family, and they couldn't see their family because this is their new family, and you know what like
Yeah,
that stuff that's
she talked
crazy,
about.
bro. That's crazy. And
Yeah,
you see why they don't come right, and you see why they don't come right out because when they try to come out, they lose everything. Everything you got was off of this church, and now you're going against that church. You lose everything, b
yeah. That
every
makes sense. But I'm not even talking Scientologists, just in life in general.
word,
Sisters that get, huh?
especially nowadays with like women feeling like they're extra strong. You know what I mean? Like the they have the entitlement of feeling like I can do this by myself. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean? Like I don't need nobody for anything. So like the pride part that comes with that. Like as men, we have that same feeling. We don't need nobody for nothing. But there comes with that sense of entitlement that we have as men, there also comes pride with that. And for
Talking about
I would
is,
think for like
are you talking?
for a strong for a woman to come forward, like a strong woman who lives that type of lifestyle, that's more like I don't need nobody for nothing, to put
Yeah,
that pride to the side and admit that they were vulnerable. You know what I mean? It's probably difficult for that person. You know, people who are not in Scientology, like there's probably different mindsets. You know what I mean, of the person that goes through these type of situations. You feel me?
so
Like
you talking about?
as a man, you have a below 1% chance of getting raped if as long as you're not in prison. You know what I mean? Like how many men go their whole life without having those type of stories? Like men probably wish that women would rape them. Like, oh, come
But
on, baby.
unfortunately,
Whoop
they
them
be getting
titties
raped
out.
by other men.
Say again.
I said them when men come out, it's usually being raped by other men when they're boys.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Touched by some uncle or some shit.
Yeah,
Cousin. Yeah, B.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
B.
mean, I don't know.
But the average man don't think about having to go through that.
No,
I feel
hell
like
no.
women go to a party like a frat party or something, I think they'd be like, yo, we gotta be on P's and Q's. If me, you, Sarah, Becky, Aisha don't make the drink, we don't drink the drink. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like that's not a conversation guys have. So
we don't. You
you know,
know,
prayers go out to those ladies, man. For
Yeah,
real.
man. They hopefully, they got what they really wanted. Hopefully justice was
What they
really
really
served.
wanted, probably what they really wanted was for it not to happen at all. You know what I mean? That'd probably be number one on the
Yeah,
Christmas list.
yeah, I bet.
You know, but yeah, man. Prayers, dude.
Hey,
Prayers. That's a
dope
crazy
episode.
situation.
Dope episode, man. This is hopefully I hate to see this happen to them, but I'm glad they got their justice. So hey.
Yeah. So yo, are we officially like fuck Danny Masterson from now on?
Oh man, anybody who rapes is fuck 'em.
Fuck you, Danny.
Yeah. Any rape no, I don't
Yeah.
like that at all. I don't even like watching that.
Straight up, B.
You
Straight
know
up.
what I'm
So
saying?
from
Like,
the not so common NSC family, we want to say fuck you, Danny. I ain't gonna put the middle finger up because I don't know how you two feel about that. But vocally, fuck you, Danny. Let's put Danny back on the screen, man. Just looking at those idiots writing letters for this dumb. Oh, what do you think your letter was gonna do, bro? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what do you think your letter is gonna do? You're an actor, you're not a senator. Oh, think about this, right? Ashton Kutcher is like into the anti-sex trafficking thing, right? He's complete, like he runs a charity for that, right?
yeah. Mhm.
You are writing a letter for someone convicted of rape, bro, 2 times, and you run an anti-trafficking. Like what? What are you thinking? Like. What are you thinking? I just don't understand. I don't understand his rationality for writing that letter, bro. For this jack off.
Well, he don't want to believe he did it. So I don't know. He should, at least say being a public figure, stay out of it. Know when to stay out of things.
You run a charity. You run a charity that is anti-rape.
Yeah,
You run a whole charity. People donate to your charity. That's crazy, man. Like I said, if the evidence say this man did it, you can't evidence is alligator, man. When they got evidence, either somebody planted it on you or they got you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like evidence don't show up in court that can't tie you to something. That's man, yeah.
Not in this case. So
Not in this.
I think that where we at, we good.
Fuck you, Dad. Get Danny off the screen.
All right, y'all. Thanks for kicking it. Was a dope episode, man.
Always is, man. Hey, like, comment, subscribe. You dig?
Where can they find you, Q?
Yeah, it's your boy Q, man. I'm everywhere, you hear me? But you can find me on Instagram, CUE_the_songwriter. And you can find me right here on the Not So Common NSC podcast. Also, if you into the sports gambling, check out my YouTube, The Odds Father. The Odds Father. So yeah, we out here, man. We in here. Talk to him, Matthias.
You can find our podcast on platforms. Not So Common NSC. Look forward. Show us some love. Comment. You can find me on Facebook at Matthias Wilburn and my personal Instagram _dreamer. Thanks for kicking. Yeah. Peace out, Q.
Yo, my dog. To the next one, huh? Not
Yes,
So
sir.
Common NSC.
Look at me. What about me would make you think that I care about your opinion of me?